Hello everyone, let us continue with the inverse trigonometric function. In my previous class, I have discussed introduction to inverse trigonometric functions and their domain and range I have discussed, and I have discussed about principal value branch. The restricted range of inverse trigonometric function is known as principal value branch. So now let us see today properties of inverse trigonometric functions. It will play vital role also in the field of calculus, and this is the major part of class 12, and after this I will start calculus only. So properties of inverse trigonometric functions, let us see what is that. First ever property, the definition based property. Sine inverse of x is equal to x, most important property in inverse trigonometric function. And sine inverse of sine x is equal to x. It holds for all the other 5 inverse trigonometric functions also. Means one formula is equal to rest. One formula gives you 2 formulae here. In this way we can write more 5 formulae which will give you 10 formulae. So already from one formula, this one, we can make 12 formulae. So it can make plus 10 formulae. So you can easily remember that I have told you that from this first formula I have made already 2 formulae. Try to understand it. Sine of sine inverse x is equal to x. That is sine inverse of sine x is equal to x. Little bit change, you can see inverse is used later. Here inverse is used in the first. So in this way we can have for cos also, tan also, cot also, sec also, and cosec also. So we can have more 10 formulae, which I am not going to write here. You can easily understand in the same way. Next property is, now let us see, whenever we are using x and 1 by x, always students are confusing, I have seen. So you have to focus on that, what I am going to write. If I am writing sine inverse of 1 by x, it will give you cosec inverse x. Now see, I have told you already, if sine inverse 1 by x is cosec inverse x, in the same way we can write cos inverse 1 by x is sec inverse x. Tan inverse 1 by x is cot inverse 1 by x, cot inverse x. So I can write here with this one formula you can make plus 2 formulae. Plus 2 formulae. I am not going to write them. You have to understand in the same way. Why I am doing this? So because I want to give you less formulae, and you can utilize your mind to remember this formula. For example, I have just written sine inverse 1 by x is cosec inverse x. In the same way you can write cos inverse 1 by x is sec inverse x. In the same way you can write tan inverse 1 by x is cot inverse x. So in this way 3 formulae I have removed from here. Now third formula, the basic formula, sine inverse minus x is equal to minus sine inverse x. We have to write it first. Second, tan inverse minus x is minus tan inverse x. We can prove it also. Third, cosec inverse minus x is equal to minus cosec inverse x. So sine, tan and cosec inverse, they will give you minus of those functions. But these are included together. But the rest 3 are different. That is, if I am writing cos inverse of minus x, it will be pi minus cos inverse x. These are very crucial formulae. It will create tremendous problem for you in some questions. So keep it in your mind, this formula. I am making a streak there so that you can understand the importance of this formula. In the same way, if we are having sec inverse minus x, it will give you pi minus sec inverse x In the same way, if you are having cot inverse minus x, it will give you pi minus cot inverse x. See, these three formula in the same category, these three formula in the same category. Here all are subtracted with pi, here all are having minus sign before them. So this is the easiest way to learn it. Okay. Now the fourth category formula. Fourth category of the formula, the inverse trigonometric functions whose sum will be equal to pi by 2. See, those functions, those trigonometric functions which are, we can say, they are already trigonometric functions you have studied, like sine 90 minus theta, it's sine theta, cos theta in class 10 level concept, you have studied it. So those functions which are complements to each other, their sum as the inverse functions of them should be equal to pi by 2. Means sine inverse plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x, pi by 2. Cos inverse, sec inverse x, cosec inverse x, their sum is also pi by 2. So we can write it as, first formula, sine inverse x plus cos inverse x is equal to pi by 2. Tan inverse x plus cot inverse x is equal to pi by 2. They are complement to each other. Third, sec inverse x plus cosec inverse x is equal to pi by 2. They are complement to each other. You have to keep this in your mind. Then the next slab of the formula are based upon compound angles. See, what are these? Compound angles. See, the next category, the most important one, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y. It is equal to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. We can easily see this is looking like tan a plus tan b is equal to tan a plus, we are having the formula for tan a plus b in a compound angle formula is equal to tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a tan b. In the same way we are having this formula. We can prove it also taking them as first formula for that. If we subtract them, tan inverse x minus tan inverse y, it is equal to tan inverse x minus y by 1 plus xy. You can see the importance. I will show you the importance of these formulae in different questions. Some more formulae only. The next list is based upon multiple angles. For example, the next list is 2 tan inverse x is equal to sine inverse 2x by 1 plus x square. The first lot. Again 2 tan inverse x is equal to cos inverse 1 minus x square by 1 plus x square. Again tan inverse related to tan inverse, 2 tan inverse x is equal to tan inverse 2x by 1 minus x square. Only this formula, with the help of this formula only, we can solve rest all questions of inverse trigonometric functions using only this formula. No need to learn other formulae in inverse trigonometric functions. We can prove this formula with the help of class 11 level formula. For example, if I want to prove this tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to how it is tan inverse x plus y 1 plus xy, I am showing you, see, then you will easily understand. It is easy to prove this formula. See, proof of phi 1. First formula of phi I am proving. See everyone how to prove it. Let tan inverse x is equal to a and tan inverse y is equal to b. By definition of inverse, can I write x is equal to tan a and I can write y is equal to tan b. Now can I proceed further with them, as I can write it as tan a plus b. From class 11 level formula it is, as compound angle formula. Tan a plus b is equal to, from class 11 you can write tan a plus tan b by 1 minus tan a into tan b. See this. Already are knowing this formula. So we can write it as, what is the value of tan a here? X. What is the value of tan b here? Y. By 1 minus, what is tan a? X. What is tan b? Y. So I can write it as tan a plus b is this. Now can I write it from again the definition of inverse? Can I write a plus b is equal to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy? I can write it by definition of inverse. By definition of inverse trigonometric function. Inverse trigonometric function. From this first definition I am writing. X is equal to a inverse, y is equal to x inverse, f is equal to f inverse of x is equal to g. Then gy is equal to x. We can write. Now replace this a. What is a here? Tan inverse x. What is b here? Tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y by 1 minus xy. See, I have proved this formula. I have proved this formula, tan inverse x plus tan inverse y is equal to tan inverse x plus y 1 minus xy. With the help of class 11 level concept and one definition of inverse trigonometric function, I have used 2 times here and here. I have used 2 times inverse trigonometric functions definition and I have proved this formula. In the same way we can prove all the formula. I suggest everyone to go through the proofs of this formula. You try its proof. If you fail, again I will prove it. Don't worry for it. And go ahead with the exercises. Exercises are just the mirror images of all these formulae. If you understand this formulae, you can go ahead with the exercises easily. So I suggest everyone to just go through the proofs of this formulae while taking this method. Taking this as A, taking this as B, and you can go ahead with the each and every proof, and I challenge that you will prove each and every formula. So exercise based upon inverse trigonometric functions, there are 2 exercises based upon it, and I suggest everyone to go through the exercises after doing the formula only. First of all, you go through the formula, and there are 2 exercises, exercise 2.1 and 2.2, and there is miscellaneous exercise on chapter 2 on inverse trigonometric functions. In my next class, I will see some questions based upon miscellaneous exercise and the regular exercise. Thanks a lot.